That's it, because I've used Google's. So Google has like an image
Yeah,
search
that's right.
before, and it's pretty average.
Yeah.
So I just maybe jump into that, and just out of curiosity, what are you doing differently than what they're
Yeah,
doing?
Google are absolutely amazing at doing image search on like hard objects and stuff
Okay.
that you can extract metadata from. So things like buildings and
see, okay.
wine bottles, DVDs, and you kind of grab information from that, and then you can help it kind of supplement the visual search.
So you're searching not necessarily the picture, but the metadata in the
Yeah,
picture?
exactly. There's a
Okay.
bit of that. There's a bit of visual search. They
Right.
kind of mix up all of these different ways of searching, and they package it up into something that works really strongly on buildings and those kind of things.
Okay.
If you snap on a building, it would be awful. So where we started was doing real pure visual search, and I literally wrote algorithms just for fashion. So I spent ages analysing kind of what the different features are of different items of clothing and looking at what it is that would make those algorithms really, really tailored for that. So spending 5 years just looking at the difference between shorts and skirts, I think has kind of made us approach it in a completely different way to Google and a few of the other kind of startups cropping up at the moment. So yeah, I think that's where we're standing apart. But
yeah, that's really interesting. So you're essentially taking the difference between, a long sleeve t-shirt and a short sleeve t-shirt, putting it into code.
Yeah.
I'm a non-techie, as you can see, and then so that the codes can match up against.
Yeah, exactly.
And so where do you pull all the data from to match it up against what someone uploads?
We've got partnerships with about 170 UK retailers, so we wanted to be sure that people are kind of opting into the system, because obviously you're having your brands displayed alongside other brands and it's of benefit, but some people get a bit kind of edgy about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we basically just pull in all of their data feeds every morning, and they're the kind of feeds that they're giving already to fashion bloggers and people like that. So there's no overhead for them to be on the system, and they don't pay unless we make a sale. So it's a really nice kind of platform to try out with all the different retailers.
And the data and the images that they're giving you, they're good enough to match with your algorithms?
Yeah, they're great. I mean, that's one of the really good things about the way that online shopping's gone and the way that kind of fashion blogging's taken off, is that people really want to have the best product images online.
Right.
And it really does help us out. So if they're on white backgrounds, no models, it's kind of the perfect shot for us to be able to match against.
No models?
I know.
That's the last thing she
World
wants.
models
She wants
are
product,
going away.
right? We call this show Silicon Real, so we like to ask some real questions. So we're going to hit you with a few. That was a good question you asked about Google search. For me, the ultimate bottleneck when it comes to fashion, buying fashion online, is that I'm not there to try it on.
Yeah.
And sooner or later, you're going to have to come to that. I mean, you obviously get them to the products, so you've probably solved a big chunk in the meantime. But still, like for me, like t-shirts and jeans, I mean, those are like impossible almost unless you're in the store. So how do you fight that ultimate bottleneck that maybe without that virtual technology we're not ready for?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, for me, like as a woman, you're so used to buying stuff and taking it back that you're constantly like going, oh, that looks good, can't be bothered to change, like really long queue, I'll just buy it and I'll take it back later. So for me, the biggest bottleneck in online shopping is, what does the fabric feel like? Like if you're going to spend £70 on a dress, £200 on a pair of shoes, you really want to get a sense of what it feels like. And I think that's why people are buying so much stuff online and then take it straight back. So there's a few things you can do, like we try and have price filters, and you can set kind of tags to say, these are my favourite retailers that I trust. But I'm really looking forward to the person who solves the problem of what does this fabric actually feel like, and it'd be interesting to see if that's through 3D printing or... Yeah, I just can't see that as a problem that we can solve in the next decade. So
is that not a bottleneck for you right now? Are you not finding that that's a problem?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a problem in the sense that when we make a sale, if people take it back, then we lose the commission. But for me, I'm really, really keen to just become that tool that people discover fashion from. So if you're snapping something in a shop window, you see that it's available in Topshop. If someone goes next door to buy it, I really don't mind that I've lost out on the commission. I just like the fact that people are kind of using Snap and interacting with it. So like my personal mission with Snap isn't to make a load of money, it's kind of to get people searching the world visually and then kind of make sure that we're enhancing their consumer experience. And
right. She's looking at WhatsApp business model where they're not trying to make anything and then they get scooped up, right? So you just want people to use the technology and keep coming back to you.
Yeah, I mean, the way that we monetize Snap at the moment, it's great if we make affiliate sales, and to be honest, affiliate is all a numbers game. So the more people who are using Snap, the more likely they are to buy through it, and we kind of build up that rapport with them. And that's kind of in the long term how our revenues will be flowing. But doing things like partnerships and just generally helping users get engaged in online shopping, I think when we're playing the long game, it's going to be how the company kind of grows in value.